I need to get physically and mentally ready for the Chinese buffet. You don't go there to eat a meal. You go there to prove a point. Right? I found some parking immediately, which was great. I did some parallel parking. I backed up into a spot, and as I was backing up, someone drove in forward into the same spot, trying to steal my spot. I was backing up. If I'm backing up, I was clearly there first. So I look at the person to tell him how much I was there first. And then when I looked at him, it was a First Nations guy. Yeah. So I was like, oh, you were there first. You were there way before me. Here, let me help you. I love sugar pie because of the name sugar pie. I love the name. Every dessert is made out of sugar. That's the main ingredient in every dessert. Sugar pie tells you. Right? Sugar pie is like, you want some sugar? Sugar pie. It's honest. It's not a hypocrite like other desserts. Right? Like pecan pie? Fuck you. That's a sugar pie. There's 4 pecans. I love saying bon appétit. We say it in English too, bon appétit. But it's the worst time to say bon appétit when you say bon appétit, right? You say bon appétit when you give food to someone. They're gonna lose their appetite in like 4 seconds. We should say, have a good progression of loss of your appetite. Right? The only time you should say bon appétit to someone is then when you show up at a restaurant, right? And the kitchen is closing. And you have to tell them, right? Oh, sorry, you can have a drink, but the kitchen is closed. Bon appétit. Guys, I stopped drinking, so I'm trying to pick up smoking weed. I'm really trying, but I can't. Every time I try, I'm reminded that I can't smoke weed. Every time I try. Last time I tried, I was with some friends, 2 good friends. We're smoking outside. It's a beautiful day. And as soon as we smoked, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. As soon as they stop talking, I'm gonna tell them I'm leaving. Okay, they won't stop talking. So I just left. I just disappeared. Slowly. Nobody's gonna notice. I'm just gonna leave. Then I went into the metro, which is the worst thing ever. Right? Have you ever been high in the metro? It's the worst. You're sitting so close to someone you don't know. And it's like they know. Right? They're staring right into your soul like, we know you're high. Even the voice is like, JC Surette is high. Finally left, finally got home. I get home, I open my computer, and I go on Facebook. Why? Right? I fled society, and I opened it times 1,000. Everyone I know, right? All the messages were popping up. I had a message from a comedian I had done a show with the night before, and it said, hey, did you see my kid's iPod? Can't find it. Normal message, right? Not when you're high. In my mind, I was like, oh, he thinks I stole the iPod. Quick, tell him you didn't steal the iPod. No, that's not a good idea. You have to say something. He saw that you saw. It's right there. It says you saw. So I panicked. I just closed the computer. I'll deal with this tomorrow. So I took out his kid's iPod and I put some chill music and everything was fine. Nice try. I have friends who called me. They're like, JC, we're going to the Chinese buffet in 20 minutes. Who's ready to go to the Chinese buffet in 20 minutes? Nobody. I need 24 hours. I need to starve first. I need to get physically and mentally ready for the Chinese buffet. You don't go there to eat a meal. You go there to prove a point. Right? What greets you at the Chinese buffet? It's a statue of Buddha, and it's not spiritual. It's a warning. Right? The statue's looking at you. I used to look like you. And you walk in, and it's like Tetris. Tetris is easy at first, right? Chinese buffet too. At first, it just goes down like da 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 da. You can put it anywhere. There's room. There's time. But the more it goes, the more you don't know where to put anything anymore. You get anxious, sweaty. But you see what's next. What do you get? An egg roll. You're like, perfect. I needed an egg roll. I kept a little room on the side for the egg roll. Put the egg roll right there. It does a line. Everything just goes down. At this point, get out. Get out. You've had enough. $14.95, well invested. Get out. You're full. Get out. You try to leave. What is there at the counter? There's a statue of a cat that wants you to stay. There's just a cat going, come on, keep it up. Let's go. Come on. You and me. And you're like, that's right, cat. I'm going to stay. And I'm sorry for eating your family. So you keep going, you switch to dessert. What is dessert at the Chinese buffet? It's pieces of butter with colorant in it. So it looks different. It's just butter, different coloring. You're like, it's included. You have the ice cream, even though the spoon is dipping in the wonton soup. Then you try to leave again. What do you see? Jell-O. There's room for Jell-O. There's always room for Jell-O. Jell-O is a great idea at this point of the meal, right? It's a gelatine that's gonna wrap your bad decision, right? Like a hug going like, it's gonna be okay. We only eat Jell-O at the Chinese buffet and at the hospital. Two places where you go to die. Thanks a lot, that's my time. You guys have been great.
Ha ha ha, Loft.